Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here on this beautiful Anne Arundel County day. This is a exciting day for Anne Arundel County school system and for our police department. I want to especially acknowledge our men and women in blue. We appreciate all the work that they do throughout the year. And as everyone understands, particularly those men and women in blue, we face an incredible challenge from opioid addiction here in Anne Arundel County. This threat is public enemy number one. It threatens our workforce, public safety, our very quality of life. We're committed to pursuing every possible strategy, including innovative strategies like safe stations and Not My Child. I'm pleased to report that now over 500 people have presented themselves for help at one of our fire stations. This program has been immensely successful because people who are suffering from addiction know that they can go to a fire station and ask for help. No questions asked, nobody gets in trouble, just the help they need. I'm also pleased to report that we've now presented over 100 Not My Child events at venues throughout the county, and in so doing have helped dramatically increase the level of awareness about the dangers these substances present to our community. Today we're here to announce the next step to combat heroin and opioid abuse here in Anne Arundel County. Education is at the very heart of reversing this trend. We have to educate our citizens about the dangers of these drugs before they become addicted. We must educate young people about the potency and the incredible addictive qualities of opiates. That's why I'm excited to announce that thanks to the efforts of Tim Altameri and our partner, Superintendent George Arlotto, D.A.R.E is coming back to Anne Arundel County. As some of you may be aware, D.A.R.E, or Drug Abuse Resistance Education, was very much part of our community from the early 1990s till 2003, when, as a result of the recession, the program was cut due to lack of funding. But starting February 5th, trained D.A.R.E instructors from our police department will begin teaching at Corcoran, Annapolis, and Lindale middle schools. These officers will help explain the dangers of opioids, substances like heroin, oxycodone, Percocet, and help educate the next generation of Anne Arundel County citizens to stop before they start. This program will be supported by this really cool vehicle behind me that was designed by the Freetown Boys and Girls Club. Great job. Let's give them a round of applause. Nice work. The Anne Arundel County D.A.R.E program is yet one more tool in our overall fight against this national opioid epidemic. I'm grateful that we have people like George Arlotto working together with us. I know we will prevail in time. I'd like to ask George to say a few words.
Thank you. Absolutely beautiful day. So thanks for coming out. Any day in Anne Arundel County without snow is a good day from the vantage point of a superintendent. So we're delighted you're here. We are always delighted to partner with the county government and in particular our fine police department. Our schools over the last several years have refocused our efforts in engaging students in lessons and discussions around character education, making good decisions, and the perils of opioid addiction and heroin use. So the D.A.R.E program and this pilot, we're glad to bring back in that it will augment and enhance those efforts and fits very well into our already existing advisory program. So we're delighted for the partnership. We're delighted to have additional resources available to our students and our staff in order to fight these issues and really working with our students about making good decisions. With that, I'd like to introduce the fantastic principal of Lindale Middle School, Mr. Nash.
Thank you, Dr. Arlotto. We are extremely excited to partner with the Anne Arundel County Police Department and implement the D.A.R.E program at Lindale Middle School. The new program, Keep It Real, complements the lessons provided to our students during their daily advisory period. The Keep It Real lessons will provide another avenue for our sixth grade students to make the right choices, deal with conflict, and learn how to resist the temptation of drug use. Once again, we can't wait to begin this new partnership and program. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out. I'm Tim Altamori, the Chief of Police for Anne Arundel County. I've got a list of folks to thank before I give you my thoughts on bringing this great program back. I'd like to thank my boss, Mr. Shue, who in my 25 years of police work has been the first elected official that I know of to really look at the Chief of Police and say, go get it, make it better, solve the problem, think outside the box. But, Tim, drugs are a scourge to our community. They're not okay. We've got to do something to start saving lives. Boss, I thank you very much. I'd like to thank Dr. Arlato, who entered a conversation with me, and despite some misgivings, I think it's fair to say, met me halfway. We're going to start a pilot that I think is going to make the lives of kids better in Anne Arundel County. And despite some naysaying, had the courage to do that for me and with me. Sir, I thank you very much. I'd like to thank Claude Nelson, who's the state coordinator for D.A.R.E from the Police Training Commission. Claude, I don't know where you are. There you are. Thank you for helping us get back up and running. And most of all, I think today I'd like to thank the kids from Freetown and Miss Angie. Miss Angie is standing right there with her kids, as she always is. If you guys leave here today without talking to her, you're missing the boat. She's at ground zero. She knows what's going on. She helps those kids and has for 30 years. So she helped us come up with this. We had a big competition. You guys crushed it. You won. I'm proud of you. Well done. So we've divided the fight against drugs in this county into three categories. They're the same three categories that pretty much everyone's using in the United States of America. They're prevention, education, and then enforcement. This is a big step for us in the second prong, which is education. We had a lot of years in the interim where nobody was talking about drugs and how many people they were killing. But I want to throw some numbers that are empirical enough for me to want to start this. D.A.R.E stopped in Anne Arundel County in the 2002-2003 school year. In the 3 years leading up to that school year, we had a grand total of 504 overdoses in Anne Arundel County. In the 3 years leading up to today, we've had a grand total of 2,215 overdoses. That's a 349% increase. Tell me what walk of life that increase in the reduction in quality of life and the huge increase in the number of people we're losing every year. In 2015, we just started paying attention. Our number was 51 souls lost in this county. Last year, we were paying better attention. We lost 119. 2017, we lost 155 people in this county. Nobody was telling them how risky it was to start down the path. Nobody in this county starts thinking it's a great idea to go to heroin and/or fentanyl and use syringes to inject drugs into themselves. It starts at the age you're seeing here today. It starts with stealing mom and dad's beer, moves up to weed, and then on into the stuff that is even more risky for these kids. We've got to start impacting them. And it's got to be a holistic partnership. And D.A.R.E is the pilot. We're going to try to start doing that in Anne Arundel County.